Good morning, SG. I mean, it's not really a good morning. You can probably tell. I'm a little splotchy and runny and gross because I've been crying to myself about life for the past 10 minutes. Basically, I don't feel like typing right now. It's another reason that I'm vlogging. I feel like if I type this all out, I'm gonna read it back to like look for typos and errors, and I'm just gonna want to fucking kill myself even more. I got a call last week on Tuesday about coming in for a job interview on Wednesday. I went out and bought a series of, I just got a couple of things, like an interview outfit, because I didn't really have anything nice enough here, I felt, for like business casual. Dropped some money on that. Got up the next day, showered, got ready, ate breakfast, went over my resume, went over my interview questions, get there, and it's an insurance scam. And as I'm leaving, I'm really depressed, I'm sad, because I'm like, I got really excited at the thought that this might be a job, naturally. And as soon as I get back, I, take off these fucking clothes and lay down, and I'm just feeling sorry for myself, and I get a phone call from a company about 2 hours away that wants to set up a phone interview. 5 days from then. So, today, Tuesday, 6 days, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm happy again. I have a phone interview. Like, granted, it's just a phone interview, but I'm sure once they talk to me, they'll love me. They'll want to bring me in for a face-to-face. It's totally cool. I can deal. So I spent the next couple of days looking at places to live in that area. I actually bought a temporary membership to roommates.com and exchanged some emails with a couple people just to, touch base, see how I felt. I got in last night, and the apartment was just ransacked. Like, I was so tired. I was falling asleep on the drive home. All I wanted to do was go to bed, and I had to stop and do a sink and counter full of dishes. I just wanted to eat, grab a snack, and go to sleep with a full stomach, and my food had been eaten. So, whatever, I'm like, it's cool. I have the phone interview tomorrow morning. I'm totally prepared. It's gonna be awesome. Wake up early this morning, rehearse my questions and answers, make sure that I don't stumble over any of my words, and I have everything down pat. And the woman calls me, and she doesn't even interview me. She just says, our hiring manager doesn't want to hire anyone who's not local. He doesn't want anyone that's gonna commute. So for 6 days, I sat on this phone interview and started looking into things, spending money, making arrangements, talking to people. So I thanked her for her time and hung up. And actually, yesterday, when I was with the boy, I got a phone call from the temp agency that I used to go through like 3 years ago. They found my resume online and left a voicemail saying they had a position in Baltimore that they thought would be great. And if I couldn't have the other job, like, Baltimore's my next thing on my list. So as soon as I get off the phone with this woman who just wrote me off, I call him, and he describes basically what my experience revolves around. A shipping company, distribution warehouse, whatever. And then asks me if I smoke, because this job does nicotine screenings, because they don't want to hire smokers. My last cigarette was last night at midnight. And apparently it takes anywhere from 2 weeks to a month to get out of your system if you're a regular smoker. And it paid like $15 an hour, which is more money than I've ever made at a job. And would easily pay for living accommodations, and I could pay my car payment. It's like $2,000 a month. So I got hit with one blow, and then I got hit with another, And I did call my previous headhunter and asked her to put my resume out there and call me back and let me know what she has. But at this point, it's like, how do you maintain hope? How do you keep your spirits up? I mean, it's just blow after blow after blow. And I'm trying to find things to be happy about, but I am hemorrhaging money. Between gas and food, cigarettes. There's not going to be any money left. It's going to be gone. And this year I have my grandparents telling me to come back to Tennessee so that they can put me up in the house. I won't have to pay rent. I won't have to buy my own food. And in this year I have, when are you going to enlist? When are you going to go into the service? When are you going to sign up so you can ship out? And at this rate, I'll never be able to go to school unless I'm in the military. I'm not even going to be able to afford my car. And Bobby keeps, I'll take care of it, don't worry. But the contingency of that arrangement about whether or not Bobby will help me is dependent upon what he expects of me and where he thinks this is going. And I love him to death, but that's it. I care about him, I care for him. I'm not in love with him. I mean, at one point I thought I could force myself to try and be, but I just can't. So, what's gonna happen to me? I don't know, and I'm trying to find a reason to be happy. Just right now I feel like a total failure. And when I feel like this, all I want to do is go back to sleep. That's it. I just want to crawl into bed and sleep for like the next 12 hours and not talk to anyone and not do anything and just sleep and not wake up. And I can't. I have to go drive 45 minutes and spend more gas. Going to Gold's Gym to cancel my membership because they've been charging me every month even though my contract is up. I have to go to Kohl's and return the clothes that I bought because apparently I'm not going to have a job interview. So it's been a rough week, punctuated by a terrible morning, and I don't know what I have to look forward to. And I'm worried and I'm scared and I'm stressed and I'm anxious and I'm hurt and I'm upset and I'm sad and I'm frustrated, and it's just all these negative emotions. And that's it. I mean, there are one or two things that come to mind that make me happy, but as with all things in my life, I shouldn't put too much emphasis on them or depend on them to be there continually, because apparently that's a foolish thing for me to do. So I guess I'll just get done what I have to get done today, and then maybe I can just go to sleep for the next week.